Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be working on Roxy's weekly challenge, which is doing pockets using book page pockets. I can't remember what she called them now, but it'll be in the description box and in the title of the video. I'm completely confuzzled at the moment, and I'll tell you why in a short while. But I just thought I'd get into doing this and to take my mind off what's going on elsewhere. I've got a few postcards here. These are actually all my own scanned postcards. I have a little bunch of postcards that they're old family ones. These go back to this one's dated 1906. This one goes back to. These are all in the very early 1900s. I think they're postcards mostly to my great-grandmother, I believe. So yeah, they're really old, and they're family postcards. So I've got all the written sides. All of these have got little notes written on them and things. So I thought they were quite nice to use. And I've just got one here. I think that was from an Artie Mays kit that I've got. So I thought that's an extra one. It's a slightly bigger one. It's a bit more blank. So I'm just going to use these and see how we go. I've got some book pages here, a variety. I've got some from Edith Holden. I've even got a child book, some for, what's her name, Victoria Plum. I thought maybe one of those, perhaps on the bigger postcard, that would look quite nice. And I've got this one from, I think it's England is a Garden or something. That might go on one as well. So we'll give this a try. As I say, I cannot remember. I think we're in week 25 or 26. And I forgot to look up what they're called, but we'll get started anyway. So, oh yes, I better put my timer on. Right, start. Okay, just for for the sake of the challenge. If I don't get them done in the time, so be it. So I've got a few of these kind of book pages, which is mainly what Rachel was using on hers. So I think I wanted one. Because I want mine to face the same way as the postcard, so that way up. I don't really want to do them that way. I'm a bit limited width-wise on the size of the postcard, so this one is actually a little wide. They do vary a little bit. This one might be okay. Let's see. It's still a little bit wider, isn't it? Are any of them going to fit? I thought there were a couple that were just about right. So this one's all right. That's just within the size. So I'm just going to trim off this edge, and then I think this one should do okay. So I only want to trim off the very, very edge that's where it's a little bit scraggly, if that is a word. Don't even know if I've trimmed anything off there. But I don't want to lose too much because it only just fits on my postcard. Right, so I'll just keep that handy, I think, because I'll probably have to trim it off again. Let's just put these to one side for a moment, and then we'll get started. I'll have to do that one as well in a moment. Look, that's got a lot of bits that need trimming off. Now, where is it? It's this one. Yes, I want to use the book pages where the flowers are quite pretty at the bottom, because it's going to go like that. So I might bring it down a bit and trim the bottom off, and then I can tuck it over for the flap at the top. So that's all right. That's just about fits, I think. So I might just trim a little bit off the bottom as well. These are a bit of a tight fit, but we'll see. We'll give it a go. If I have to trim a tiny bit off the postcard, then that's what I'll have to do. So the side I don't want to trim is this side, so as long as I go over this side a little bit, if I have to trim that off, then I will. And then that goes on like that. So I will have to trim just a tiny bit off that side, I think. Okay, so I'm just going to stick it on. Let's see where we go with this. I may have to cover up the flap because it'll be upside down. So go down here. I hope I haven't forgotten a step. It's been a couple of days since I watched Rachel's video. Not a very straight line of blue. There we are. Okay, so I'll just put that there, right to the bottom. See if I've got it right to the edge. I think so. Right to the edge there. So I just need to pull it up a fraction at the bottom. So it's like that. It's not right at the bottom, is it? Luckily this glue does stay tacky quite for a couple of minutes, even if you have to take it up and stick it down again. Okay. Trim that a little bit at the side. Some bits on there. I'm not going to trim that off because I've just got the signature there, so I'm just going to cut a piece off for my flap. Okay, cut it there, I think. I can always cut it a bit more. Because I don't want to fold it down too close to the top of the postcard, or cover up too much of it for that matter. So I think I'm just going to fold it about there. Whoop. And I want to do a little snip here, just a very shallow one, just to show it the edge of a pocket. Oops, it's coming unstuck a little bit, so I'll re-stick that after. Okay. Let's put another bit of glue in just to keep it stuck down. Probably should have waited. And this side. Alright, let's let that dry. Just wipe this up a moment. Get rid of some of these bits and do the next one. Right. Try and get rid of the bits, but they're just sticking to me. Okay, so that bit I don't need, but I might use this to decorate the flap a little bit. Alright, next one. See if I can find another one that will fit. I'll just have to trim this off a bit and then I'll see, is it going to fit? Not on there. It's not going to fit. Oh, this is the little one. That might work. Alright, let's just trim the book page down a little bit and then we'll see how we go with that one. Okay, so the reason I'm a little bit, what's the word, discombobulated? My head's a little bit all over the place because I had an appointment this morning at the London Orthopaedic Hospital to see about getting my shoulder surgery finally. Those of you who've been with me for a while will know that I've been waiting for some surgery on my shoulder. I had a shoulder replacement 26 years ago, 26 now, and it needs redoing. And so I finally got to see a surgeon about that. And he's going to start the process. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a 2-stage operation, so I'm going to have two operations. One to remove everything that was in there already, to clear out all the old repair or the old replacement. Take it all out, or chip it all out, I think, because it's all cemented in. And then I'll have to go back for part 2 when they're going to do a prosthetic shoulder, and they're going to have to build all that once they've cleared out what's there. So it's going to be a bit of a process. But they're going to start do the first operation at the end of August. So that is not very long away. That's like 2 months away. So it's good, but it's a bit scary. So my head's a bit kind of all over the place. Just trying to take it all in, really. But it's what I've been, waiting to hear. So this is a very white one, but it's still, this is from, looks like 96. So this could be 1896, this one. Is it an 06 or a 96? Oh, it could be 06. Probably 06. 1906. So I'll trim that down there to make it fit, I think. And that will go, yep. Yeah, so those, one or two of you have sort of asked me, here, now and again, have you heard anything? And I hadn't for a long time, but they finally decided that's what they're going to do. I think it's just taken a while to decide who's going to do it. And I think it's the orthopaedic hospital is their specialists, and this guy is a upper limb specialist, and they have all the state-of-the-art equipment and things like that. So, it'll give me the best outcome, I suppose. Am I doing this right? Yes, I think I am. If I do that like that. Probably should put the glue on the book page, really, because I think the glue's the glue's on the bit that I've got to cut off. So that was a bit silly. I'll have to put some glue on here. Yeah, so that's really all I know. I haven't got an actual date, but he was very. That's not right, is it? That's not near. That's not at the bottom. Sorry, I'm not very good at crafting and talking at the same time. And I guess my head's not as in the game as it needs to be, particularly when I'm doing something that's one of Rachel's challenges. So I'll make that stick. Yeah, so I haven't got a date, but he was just very definite about end of August. So my birthday's also at the end of August, so that could be an interesting way to spend my birthday. My birthday's actually on the Sunday, so I won't be having the op that day, I'm pretty sure, but I may be in recovery on my birthday. Who knows? But yeah, at least it gives me, a definite time to work towards, I think is what. So it's a good thing. It's good to get it done, and hopefully by the end of the year I'll have had the second part done as well. You reckon there'd be about 3 months between the two. So, in time for Christmas perhaps, all being well. I mean, it seemed like a good idea to do a bit of crafting, to take my mind off it all. As long as I don't make a complete mess of it. Right. My little flap. So that's that one. I think I'll wait to do the snip. So is that no, that's the spare. What had I done with the first one I did? There it is. Okay, so that's there. I'll come back and do a little bit of decorating. They don't need very much. Okay, so the next one, I don't think these are going to work for the others, so I'll put those to one side. Where shall I put them? Over there. Right, so this one, I thought actually, I've got this piece of Edith Holden. There's nothing I'm worried about on the back, so I'm thinking that might be quite, I might just trim off the bottom. And oh, it's a nice little robin there. Put that there. That will go on there nicely, won't it? Actually, I might put it over a bit so I get a bit of the flower on. Right, so let's put some glue around it. I think I've put the time. I don't know if I put the timer on the right way round. I think I might have got. No, I haven't got the 45-minute timer. I've done it the other way round, so I'm going to have to watch it because it's not going to beep at 45 minutes because I put the wrong thing on. Never mind. Told you I wasn't in. My head's not completely in the game. So let's put him. Let's see about there. Okay, let's see how that looks. Give myself a decent sized flap. And put that there. Oops. And the other side. Okay. Get rid of that bit. Don't know if I need to keep that bit, but I'll keep it for now. And then I'll just fold this over. Oh, and I've got a little bird on the flap, so that's quite nice. My bone folder on. That might be a good thing to have if I've got it handy. Oh, here it is. Right. Let's see what we've got. Oh yes, that's rather nice. Lovely. Okay, that one. And so I've still got this bit, but that's not going to work as a in this situation. Okay, let's try this little Victoria plum picture. Let's see if that's going to fit. That's going to fit quite nicely, isn't it? So yeah, I might just trim that down. Trim it off at the bottom first. I'll trim it off too much in case I'm not quite sure how it's going to fit. I'll have to trim it a bit more afterwards. So yeah, I'm just going to put the glue on. Yep, and 3 sides. So these are, yeah, just cute little removable postcard pockets, did she call it? Can't remember. Oh well. It'll become clear when I have to give it a title. are on. Alright, let's just trim this side bits off. So I'm guessing in August I'm going to have to try and make lots of videos. But there will inevitably be a period when I won't be able to do any crafting for a few weeks, I imagine. So I'll film ahead what I can, but it probably won't be anything like enough to cover the whole period, of course. That's just not possible. Okay. She's quite sweet. I don't know if I'll ever need to use something like this, but I thought it was just a nice image, and it fits on here really nicely, doesn't it? Yeah, so that's different. I might do one more, as I have one more postcard and I have one more piece of paper. I think 5 is probably as many as I would ever expect to do. Okay, so I might just trim off. I'm just try and get as much of the flowers in as I can. So trim that off there. And trim the side, I think, just where it was attached to the book. This book was England is a Garden. I think I've got another one of the is a Gardens. I think it's something like the Southwest is a Garden or something like that. But I think this one was England is a Garden. It's lovely quality paper. It's quite thick. I've used it a few times, this book, or one of these books, because the paper is so nice and thick. That way round would be better. So I'm probably going to round these corners, just because the postcards have got rounded corners. Glue, glue, glue. Check the postcard. Yeah, so they seem to be different colours, my postcards. Some of them are quite white, and some of them are a bit more discoloured, a bit sort of more vintagey looking, but even if they may not look particularly vintage, they definitely are. Well, obviously these are the digital versions of them. No, not that way around, silly woman. Right, where did my bit of... There we go. Okay, put that over there. Right, let's put this on here. That's it. Okay. So the surgeon was a lovely fella. He was really, really nice and very, you know, very easy to talk to. And he actually asked me about my hobbies. So I told him what I do. And he asked me for the name of my channel. He said, I'll look you up. I don't think that's going to happen, but it was nice of him to even say so. And I said, I don't think you'd be very interested if you did. You probably wonder what on earth is she doing? Alright, so I've got that one flapped over. And that's a nice little envelope, isn't it? Postcard. pocket thing. Okay, sorry. My language is a bit kind of deserted me today. Right, let's have a look at some of these ones I've already done. So, right, so this was the first one. I've already done the little snip. Now I'm just going to, I think I'm going to round the corners. Oh, excuse me. Going to round the corners of the flap. That didn't quite go so well. I think it's all right. And I'm going to do the, if it will, not sure it'll go in there, it's a bit, let's see if it does it on here. Just trim that a bit there. Let me just put my top on my glue before I forget. One. All right. Okay. Now I had thought I might like to put some stamps on here, but I don't want to cover up this postmark which says 06, so maybe I'll just have to put on a little bit of something at the top just to make it a bit decorative. So where's my bits? I wonder, and just put a little flower on there somewhere. Don't know how it'll look, I'll just try it. Okay. I won't completely cut round it until I've tried whether there's anywhere it'll actually sit. I don't know if this is a good place to put it. Just to make it a little bit decorative. Really want to put something, a little bit of something across there. These are all facing the wrong way, really. If I can find a little something in my box of scraps. That's something there. I do want to, I don't know if it's going to be, how easy it's going to be, but I do want ink just around the top of the pocket, top of the postcard. Just try a little bit. Just to define the edge. Alright, let's pop that there, I think. Glue stick. blue book. I might just cut around this a little bit more. I think that might just... It doesn't cover up too much of the writing. It's still possible to read it. Right, just going to put that on there, and then let's have a quick look at the other side. I think Rachel mainly just did a label on the floral side because it's already quite decorative. Yeah, just looks nice there. And then let's have a look at this side. Labels, labels, labels. My little label book. No, not green. It sort of disappears a little bit. This red one. So. What else we got? Yeah, I might do that. Covers up that number then with another number. I think this is on label paper. Most of these are. I think. Yep. Okay. Just feel it needs a little something up here. I might just ink the edge. What's that? Oops. With the paper sticking out. Trim that off. Okay, what about the flap? Flap needs a little something. Got a bit of ink. Let's see what I can put along there. Let's see if any little something in here just will fit that little space. No. A little bit of book page. Possibly. That's on the same side as that. Let's see if we've got anything else that I like. Ooh, what about a bit of that? Too wide. If I was to put a little bit of this, a little bit of that, might just give me that little bit of decoration. Alright, let's just do that. There it is. I want to cover up these upside down numbers. That's really what I'm aiming for. Yeah, that's it. Just gives me a little bit of little something to cover that. Those upside downy bits on the flap. So there we are, there's one. Still feel it needs a little something up here, but not sure what at the moment, so I'm just going to move on. Okay, let's get rid of some of these tiny pieces. Easier said than done, they do not want to part from me. Okay, well I don't think Miss Plum needs very much. Maybe a little label up here. Oh, there was one that said Big Girl. I bet I can't find it. Random, here we go. I've got one of her in the blue. Yeah. Blue. I might use the blue one because there's a little bit of blue in her shoes. Just when you think, how am I ever going to use a label that says Big Girl? And there we are, just the spot for it. There we are. There we are. Save this one for another day, for another big girl. Okay. And, oh, I need something along here, don't I? And something here. I may have to come back to that because I need to have something that's going to be in keeping with what's on the front, I think. Something like a rabbit or something, and I don't really have anything handy, I don't think. Let me just have a quick look, see if I can find something. I have a few animals cut out, but whether I've got anything suitable, I don't know. Got a little squirrel. I do like a squirrel, as you know. Don't think I've actually got any rabbits. I have a weasel. I need to look at my Victoria Plum book really, to see if I've got any images that will work. Maybe I'll quickly grab it. Why not? What have I done with it? Really didn't plan ahead on this, did I? So I don't know if I've got anything small enough to go in here. They're quite big images, some of these. But it would be nice to have something from the same book on the other side. Just have a quick flick through, see if I can find anything that will work. What about the little bird with the letter in his mouth? He might go on the front of the postcard, mightn't he? I'll get him out. Go on there, he's a bit big. She's definitely too big. Right, let's just try it, see if it will go. Otherwise I'll have to come back, finish it another time. If I can't make this work, I should move on to another one. He's going to be too big, isn't he? Oh, yes. He is a bit big, really. Oh, well, never mind. I'll have to find something, some other point. I don't think I've got anything that I can use on the flap. Is there anything on the original page that I used? Nope. Okay, Victoria will have this. This one will have to be finished off camera because I just haven't got anything suitable to hand, really. I'll have to have a look through that book, see if I can find something to decorate the flap with. But I'll do some pictures at the end and I'll show you how it ended up. How about that? Let's move on to something a little bit more within our regular sphere of knowledge. That's flowers and flowers and butterflies and things, much easier. All right, let's do this one. So first of all, I'm going to do my corners. Okay, and this. I think this would like a butterfly, I think. Okay, let's see if I can find a butterfly quickly to pop here. That's not that will go. So that looks quite nice already. See if I can see any others take my eye. Yellow one. It looks quite nice too. I think I quite like the yellow one. Let's try this one again. I think I'll go for the yellow. Ooh, what about this orange one? One more. Just try one more. Nope, I'll go with the yellow. My glue book has now disappeared under a pile of boxes and bits and pieces, and it's all going to go flying. Just sort of, yeah, because I got my box of birds down while I was at it, just in case I need them as well. Alright, let's put the butterfly on. Need a little label down here, maybe. What's that say? Fennel. No, it's too small. Nope. Can't make my mind up. Don't want anything that's too, because this is quite delicate colours. I don't think it's going to be too. No. Just try them all. Yeah, I think that one. That's the one. Just something a little, just a little something without it being too loud. This is how I, in my head, this is what makes sense. May not make sense to anybody else. Okay, we're at 45 minutes, so that's pretty much it. So completed. Two completed. 2.5, I suppose. Where are I? So this one, did I get this? Well, this one has not had any additions made. This one's finished. And this one, though I haven't done anything on the flap. And again, this one hasn't had anything done on the flap, or it needs decorating there. So they're kind of almost there, but not completely. And this one definitely needs a butterfly, so I'm going to do that now. So that's kind of how far I've got, but I'm just going to keep going, I think, and see how far I can get, maybe for another 10 minutes. See if I can get any completely completed. Let's have another look at the butterflies, because I think it needs just a little butterfly. This one, a little vellum one here in the yellow, that would be quite nice. It's a bit see-through. Is it too see-through? Not sure yet. It's definitely an option. It takes me so long to decide what I want to put on these things sometimes. Another vellum one. No. I've got a few little stickers as well. I can see it, but I just can't get hold of it. Oh. I like that one. Okay, I'm going to have that one. Get the back off this now. Oh, that's not too bad. Came off quite easily. Oh, I'm happy with that. Now it's got its little butterfly. It's got its clip. So that one is finished. Properly finished. So I've got to put a little clip in this one, haven't I? Where's my thingy? There it is. I just want this to have a little... Is it going to go in? Oop. Yep. And again, I'll just ink around the edge of it. Has got some discoloration on this one, just sort of splotches really. So I'm just adding a little bit extra. Kind of defines the edge a little bit too. I quite like it on the on the fold there. And yeah, what can I put along here? I think maybe a bit of lace would be nice there. What about that? So I've got this and I've got this one. I like this. It's proper vintage lace. Maybe just along the edge. I might just do that. Slightly up from the edge, I think. Or down the middle a bit. Straight would be good. I think I just need to put a bit more glue on the edge of his. Yeah. Can I put even a little something in the middle? What about a little butterfly in the middle of it? Ooh, quite like that. Okay. We are going to have a butterfly in the middle. Like that. Just fits. There we are. Oh yes, liking that. Good, that's another one done. Not just nearly done. Alright, what else did I do? I've got this one, I've got another, is this one? Oh yeah, that's another one. Alright, let's do our corners. I didn't do the corners on the Victoria Plum one either, did I? This one doesn't really need anything on the flap because it came with its own little bird. Oh, it's clipped it in a strange way. Not quite sure what happened there. I think I've got to empty out my corner punch. Alright, let's just do... Oh, does make a bit of a bang on this glass mat, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. Oh, there we go. Okay, so what does this one want? We don't want a vellum butterfly. We want perhaps a little bit of an ink. Oh, some of those. Maybe I'll cut out some yellow flowers to go up the side because I've had to cut off the flowers that came with it. So perhaps I'll see if I've got any little bit of yellow flower to go up the side. It might have been one on one of those sheets that I didn't use. Let's have a quick look. Of course, it's got buried under everything else. Oh, bear with while I move everything from one side to the other. Okay, let's rescue those bits that got buried. Put these back over here. Right. Still got my squirrel. Would he go there? No, I don't think he would. Oh, this little mousy person, maybe. Not quite. But I think I could put one of these yellow flowers up the side, maybe. Let's just see how it looks. Take as much of the white out as I can. I hope when I've done all this it's going to actually work on there. Until you cut it out, you just don't know how it'll look. And last little bit. Bit there. Let's have a look. Yeah, that looks alright. I'll just chop off the bulby bit at the bottom. Don't like that bit anyway. It kind of brings back my yellow flower that I had to lose earlier. I might just have to put a little bit of colour on it so it turns in, but then I think we'll call that one done. Oh, it's got quite a bit of colour now. Need it to have just a light touch. Okay, let's have a look at that. Yep, I'm going to put that on there and maybe try and find a little label, and then I'll call that one done. Red label to go with Mr. Robin Redbreast. Is it too big? I've got another one, a smaller one if I... Yeah, I think that one will be fine. Quicker decision than usual. However, getting the back off is not that quick, especially when you've got other things stuck to your thumb. I've got bits of, I don't know, bits of something stuck to it. That's it, done it, good. So I'll put that one there. And then I'll glue on this one. I think we'll call that a video for this time. And when I've finished the rest, I will put pictures up at the end and you'll see how they've all ended up looking. I haven't got much more to do, I don't think. That's it. There. That's nice, like that. Yeah, I like that one. I like that one very much. And then I've got my little bird here. He's almost cut off, but he's there. And then the postcard on the back. And this one is, again, from 1906. So they're all pretty much from the same year. I think there must have been a flurry of postcards being sent to my great-grandmother, maybe. Well, this one is not to her. Might be from her, actually. Because it's from Mother, whoever Mother is. That could be the person who's been receiving all the others. Anyway, I don't know for sure. So we have this one, which just needs this side finishing off. So I've got to go through my Victoria Plum book. So this one is all done. And it looks like that. This one is done. And it looks like that. And this one also, that's got a little bit of floral decoration on the back. And looks like that on the front. So there we are. So all I've got to still finish, oops, is this one that I got started. But it needs a little bit more work on it. Apart from that, we're just about there. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me. Do join me again soon. Bye-bye.